We're taking you back to 1980 with that group from their Triumph release. The brothers with the fabulous afros and great singing voices, the Jacksons, with Lovely One on KMUW. Hello, I'm Carla Echols, and we welcome you to Soulsations, where we bring you an hour of R&B and gospel music. Coming up, the sounds of the Spinners with great 70s music, Hall & Oates, the brand new heavies, new music from P.J. Morton, gospel from Anita Wilson, and Jermaine Dolly, who sings backup for gospel great Ty Tribbett, has out his debut release. Also, sounds of blackness and a socially conscious song from musical genius Stevie Wonder. As we continue with the program, I wanted to share with you my interview with Take Six founder Claude McKnight III. I had the privilege of sitting down with him recently, and he talked about the group, which is the most awarded vocal group in history, with 10 Grammys, 10 Dove Awards, and so much more. Here's my conversation with Claude McKnight, plus Take Six music on Soulsations, KMUW 89.1.
Spread love instead of spreading love.
Back in 1980, new student Claude McKnight was looking to form an a cappella group on the campus of Oakwood College in Huntsville, Alabama. At first, the group was called the Gentlemen's Estate Quartet, but eventually changed their name to Take Six. McKnight was on the hunt for just the right singers for the group.
I started a quartet as a freshman there, and this particular university has a really rich heritage of a cappella groups. So I just wanted to have one of the groups on campus.
Love is what we need. Spread love.
But I also wanted the group to be different, so we added a fifth member and then a sixth member, which enabled us to do a lot more of the extended jazz harmonies that all of us really love. So we set ourselves apart from all of the other groups, and kind of the rest is history.
Love is what we need. Spread love. Hey, instead of spreading lies. Spread love.
I've got to ask you, what was it like working with the legend Stevie Wonder, because he's been on so many projects, and I had read he actually had the song Spread Love on his answering machine.
Stevie's our big brother. He's been a colleague and a mentor from the very beginning of our career, and he's a friend. So that's what's amazing about it. And yes, we have worked with him numerous times. The last time, we just wanted harmonica because we hadn't really had that on any of our recordings. So that was amazing, because when you hear Stevie playing harmonica, you know it's Stevie.
He's featured on the song You Know You're in Love.
Yes.
How did that come about?
Well, all of the songs pretty much that are on the Believe CD, we sat around in a room like we used to do at the beginning of our career. We just thought up different ideas and things that we wanted to write about. And so that's how all of those songs came about, kind of a communal thing. So it was amazing in that sense.
That's when you know you're in love. Hey, hey, hey. Come on, everybody.
You know, the song Come On, immediately as I listened to that, toward the end of it, you know, you're talking about having the victory. I mean, it's really celebratory. It's like something that you feel in your heart.
Well, from the beginning, it's always been about uplifting people. So we always want to send a positive message to people.
Claude, when I, back in the day, one of the songs that particularly struck me was Milky White Way. And when you all would sing that part about, let's see, of course I can't sing, when I get to heaven. That's incredible. I mean, that right there is just such a sweet spot of that song.
See my mighty God and the Son who died for me.
That's funny, because as you're talking about the song, I'm trying to get it back in my mind, the actual lyrics, because I sing the lead on that song. I mean, it's a standard of a gospel song. And so many artists and groups have done that song. And for us, we had been singing it a long time before we recorded it. And it's always meant something really special to us.
I'm gonna meet I'm gonna meet God the Father. Don't you wanna see Jesus?
Claude, you got to tell me, what is a rehearsal like for Take 6?
Rehearsal is intense because these arrangements that we do are no joke. Mark Kibble is still one of the best arrangers on the planet. And so we kind of have a way that we go about it. We do it in sections, and sometimes from the end of the song back to the beginning.
Really?
You know, oh yeah.
I also want to ask you how you keep your voice in tip-top shape after all these years.
It's actually about finding the rest when you can. That's pretty much it. When you're on tour, you need to sleep as much as you can. I mean, we learned that from Al Jarreau.
Everything, my word, everything is everything.
The very first major tour that we went on in America was with Al. And Al would literally sleep up until it was time for sound check. And we thought that was funny at the time. But now that we're at that age, it's like, oh man, if I could sleep right now, I would.
That's interesting to know, because I was wondering, like, you know, not drinking milk, dairy products, those kinds of things.
Well, all of those things are important. But remember, you know, your vocal cords are muscles. And when you're working them out regularly, they need to recover. And recovery comes from being quiet and from sleeping.
There we were, here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Home heaven.
And Claude McKnight, what's next for Take 6?
For Take 6, we're working on a new project. It's something that we are really proud of. It's called Iconic, and it's a collection of really amazing songs that everybody has heard of.
Really? Can you give us a little
Oh,
idea,
yeah.
a little?
I'm going to tell you this. I'll give you one song because this is a song that we've been doing live. It's Got to Get You Into My Life, the Earth, Wind, and Fire arrangement.
Everybody loves Earth, Wind & Fire.
You can't not love Earth, Wind, and Fire. I mean, they're one of those groups that has always had peace and love and joy and energy through their music. And so it gets into your blood.
And Claude, I would say that about Take 6.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much for taking the time today.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Wow, great sounds from the Spinners. The 1972 cut, Could It Be I'm Falling in Love? And you know, do you remember the Atlantic label, that red and black label on that 45? I certainly do. Hello, I'm Carla Echols, and thank you so much for listening to Soulsations. You also heard from Take 6 from their release, Believe, You Know You're in Love. Let's continue now with a new artist. He just released this album in the summer of 2017. He's a backup singer for gospel great Ty Tribbett, and now he's out on his own. He also has out a video of the song. From his release, The Dolly Express, here's Jermaine Dolly with You on Soulsations.
People always ask me why.
The engaging sounds of UK band Brand New Heavies with Never Stop. You know, Nia Davenport's on lead there, American-born singer, sounding great. On Soulsations. Hello, I'm Carla Echols. Still ahead, the sounds of Blackness and Anita Wilson. Here's a song with meaningful lyrics. In fact, a history lesson from the pen of Stevie Wonder and Gary Bird. Wonder reminds us that the world was made for all men. Check out the lyrics from the 1976 release, Songs in the Key of Life. Here's Stevie Wonder with Black Man on Soulsations. KMUW 89.1. From his brand new release, Gumbo, that's PJ Morton featuring Stevie Wonder with Only One on Soulsations. Hello, I'm Carla Echols. You know, PJ Morton is the keyboardist for Maroon 5. He's a preacher's kid and was recently nominated for a Grammy. Well, this next artist is truly a gifted singer. She was in Wichita recently in concert at St. Mark United Methodist Church, and so many people love the way she sings in her live concerts. From her vintage worship release, here's Anita Wilson with You Love Me, Best of My Love. Anita Wilson on Soulsations.